in the next 8, BYU is favored to win all 8, according to ESPN FPI.
Undefeated.
What's your reaction to that? All 8? Even Boise State, Utah State, San Diego State, Toledo, South Florida?
I mean, people can't see me. People on radio can't see me, but I have my eyes closed and I'm shaking my head. I have a slight 45-degree angle of my head shake.
You disagree?
Yeah, well, yeah.
How many do you
disagree.
think BYU should be favored in if it's not 8?
I kind of agree with Uncle B. It would surprise me if they went undefeated. If they lost 1 or 2, I think that would, be appropriate. I think there's a bigger chance of them losing more games just because of the first 4 games. You think
I'm afraid of that idea.
Yeah. I mean, you think about all of the disappointing games in Independence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, games where we go in and we're like, oh, we're going to win. UMass, right? Like stuff like that. Games like that. Even the
UMass is an abomination. it's more like Nevada in 2014 where it's like, wait, what?
Right.
BYU had 600 yards total offense, 35 points, couldn't win at home.
Yeah. Or when you lose to, actually, Boise makes sense. I would say
losing to Boise State is understandable. That's a good program.
Well, I was going to say the one where you don't give up any points. And you still lose.
2012?
Yeah, you still lose.
You don't give up any offensive points.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's the reason, right? Is for that.
Okay.
So.
Boise State, ESPN FBI has BYU with a 57% chance to win this. BYU is getting a lot of love in the home games, in this, and the road games too, frankly. But let's walk through them. At Toledo, 65%. At South Florida, off a bye week, 64%. Boise State, 57%. At Utah State, 75%.
Wow.
FPI does not like the Aggies.
Wow.
I've talked about it. It's a new offense. You bring back Jordan Love and 1 O-lineman, and then it's a new staff. So it's a different team.
And that falls into play with the metrics, how they come, right?
Liberty, 94%. Liberty. Idaho State, 98%. You're telling me Idaho State has 1.9% chance? That's too high. At UMass, 91.3%. And at San Diego State, 68%. So I think, I'm with you. I think BYU should be probably favored in 7 of the 8. Yeah. Boise State should be a favorite in this game. I know that Brett Rippon and Alexander Madison are gone, but Boise State is like Washington to me in that they're always going to be a 9 to 11 win team, and those teams are hard to beat. Yeah. Those teams are hard to beat. I don't care if it's in Boise where BYU has a play at the goal line and doesn't make it happen, right? Or misses a field goal in 03 or whatever, 04. It's tough. I don't agree with 50. I think Boise State should be a slight favorite in Provo.
Those teams, I can say that we're evenly matched, right? From a program.
From this perspective, yes.
Yeah.
Boise State would say, no, we're 7-2 against you.
You peasants.
You've never been to a New Year's Six or BCS game.
Right. I'm talking, okay, talent-wise, right? Like recruiting talent-wise, I would say that.
I would say it's a little blue-goggled to think that BYU and Boise State are on the same page from their perspective.
I would say.
I agree with you.
I would say from the state of the program, no. Boise is clearly, right?
Wins and losses, no.
Yeah.
But I talk about losers, talk about margin of loss. BYU's a loser in this.
Yeah.
There have been some really close games.
Yeah, there have been.
But BYU didn't win.
But and so my point is that, when BYU wins these games, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, go back and you think about the execution, right? Like we almost played flawless. We're almost perfect. And so
not necessarily. Well,
almost. I said almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Everyone
perfect.
thinks, to beat a great team, you have to be perfect. No, you don't. Tanner Mangum threw for 89 yards against Wisconsin. BYU just rushed the ball effectively.
It's
you know what I mean?
It's executing the game plan that you're prepared for
better than them at
the very highest level, right? Right. And so when you take that into perspective and you go against a team that, talent-wise you're evenly matched with, and you just, for whatever reasons, it could be talent, whatever, maybe we just don't have the hype, we're not excited for it. There's that always is going to give you the chance to lose. It is. I mean, when you and even more over the years, it's clear and clear as injuries, take or play a major role in these games, like a UMass. Like there's no reason why.
Well, that's the worst BYU football team in 50 years.
There's no reason why. Yeah. And
because
so,
they were bad. That's why.
Yeah. And so that's into perspective of the whole thing. It's hard to say, oh, we should win all those games. When I was playing, or we had Max those days, or we would be like, Oh, we got all those.
But you're playing more of these games. Like, just step back with me and imagine if BYU only have 2 of the first 4, that we would be saying BYU could win 10 games. And that would be so much more exciting. Instead, we're saying BYU could win 8 games.
I still believe.
No one's excited about an 8-win season.
I still believe in the Boise model, man. The Boise State model.
I don't believe
one or two. You play one or two games.
You're down that far, but somewhere in the middle between what BYU's doing and that. People think I want to go to the Big Sky or something. Have some nuance in.
Look. Check this out. How you get better as a program is through recruits. That's the bottom line, right? Any organization or group, you are as good as the individuals. And so in order to get better recruits, I don't care about the honor code, stuff like that. That's a whole other conversation. At the end of the day, when I'm on my recruiting trip, I want to hear wins. I want to hear fans in the stadium, and I want to see bowl game swag, period.
But honor code better be explained.
Yeah, that's another conversation. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about what's appealing. If I check the boxes,
sure.
I don't want to go. This happened to me and Gary Anderson was going to be the new coach of Utah State. I went on my recruiting trip there first. I heard 3 wins in 3 years. And here I'm like 11-2. We're ranked this. We're ranked that. Literally everything else, it was irrelevant. I don't care about no honor code. I don't care about anything. You want me to wear purple hair and jump around 1 foot? I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So to my point here is that if you schedule like the Boise State, or you have that Boise State model, and you are winning, you're currently ranked. You're in the conversation of New Year's 6. Your brand is constantly being pushed out there.
Right, and it's more UCF right now than Boise State.
Exactly. Branding. We know this as marketers, right? Brand has a lot to do with decisions of how consumers purchase products. Now think of that in
ESPN
schools,
has
right?
purchased BYU's product.
Think about that, right?
Yes. And I would love for that to result in more wins on the field, right? And hopefully BYU can push up to 9+ this year and surprise us and be better. And that's the exciting part, right? These percentages have come out. They're fodder on July 8th, but once the games are played, it's just
a whole different
whatever.
story.
Yeah, which is fun.
Right.